this is the base, a very brief introduction of our eco garden. Well, as you can see from the video, it is not that big. Yeah, it's in fact, it is really not that big. Okay, but at least our students enjoy the activity there. They enjoy farming there. Okay, and let's take a look on what was included in this eco garden during our after our planning. And in fact, the whole general ideas in designing this eco garden, we are based on the three different directions in the current environmental protection and conservation. And in fact, the first one is the biodiversity conservation. Okay, we hope for sure, we hope we can enhance the biodiversity, but at least we hope that the eco garden can help us to maintain certain biodiversity in our campus. So this was regarded as one of the direction that we hope that when we design our eco garden. And another major line, okay, or major direction is the energy conservation. Okay, we hope that in this eco garden, we can at least generate some energy through the renewable energy supply. Okay, and so we also have various equipment, for example, the automatic sensing switch, okay, to try to save, okay, the energy, try to use the energy in a more efficient way. So other than energy, we also will look at the materials. We will look at the resources, how we can reuse it, how we can recycle it. So based on these three different principles or direction, we have, for example, established a butterfly garden in our eco garden, inside our eco garden, and through, okay, plantation, okay, through planting some specific plants that is important for the butterfly throughout their life cycle. Okay, for example, we will plant the host plant, which is the place where those juvenile or the caterpillar should inhabit. Okay, and we also provide food, the latter plants, which will provide the food for the butterfly to enjoy. Okay, so we also have the eco point. Okay, other than the central, or we call it ornamental point, we also have a small eco point, and this eco point associated with another areas that is, we call it a constructed wetland. We hope that we can provide a freshwater environment so that we can diversify the habitat and support more different kinds of organisms. And with this kind of freshwater input or freshwater habitat, in fact, we really have various kinds of dragonflies, okay, hovering around, okay, and also we have amphibians, different frogs and toads, okay, visiting our eco garden. And this eco point, originally, it is quite clean. We haven't put anything in it, but this is the power of the nature, okay, our natures. And in fact, it brings a lot of different kinds of animals into these eco points without any artificial interference from us. Okay, when we talk about the energy, okay, we have introduced different type of renewable energy. Okay, and we hope that it is also for a demonstration, for education purpose. So we have this kind of vertical wind turbine, okay, which is to harness the energy coming from the wind. Okay, and we also have the solar power system. And in fact, for nowadays, all three kinds of solar panel, we all we have installed all three kinds in our eco garden. Okay, and also for example, for this one, the light, okay, we will have independent solar panel for it to sort of absorb the solar energy and then store it in the battery, and then at night, the light can make use of those energy stored to light up. Okay, and so this is also some measures or equipment that we try to sort of increase the energy consumption efficiency. So other than energy, we also look at the resources reuse and recycling. So we have an aquaponic system. Okay, nowadays many schools have aquaponics, right? But in fact, when we first start these things, it is around 2014 or 2015 is 15 is not that common. And I would say that it may be, as far as I know, okay, it could be the largest aquaponics system in Hong Kong, because we are not just trying to make a demonstration unit, okay, a small one, but in fact, this whole things from the eco point, the water, in fact, we will pump to this area. This is a mini terrace field, okay. Our student plants the paddy rice here, okay, and this is the terrace, okay, and the throughout this we have the biofilters here, and then which will facilitate the decompositions of the rays, okay, or excretions or feces coming from the fish and some those for example frogs, okay, here, and then they make use of these elements and transform it into the nutrients that can be absorbed by the plants. And for the excessive remainder nutrients, they will pump through, or not really pump, but they will divert through this artificial wetland and let other plants to absorb it, so that the whole things could be regarded as aquaponics, okay, but in a large scale and then a hidden one, okay. So this is the cross-section diagram showing the original designing concept, okay? And you can see that by gravity, the water will go slowly from one tank to another tank unless it reaches the final equal points. We pump it back to the mini terrace field. So for other resources, okay, we are not just trying to recycle those nutrients. We also we use the rain as introduced in the videos, okay, and we make use of the rainwater again. And also we also try to recycle the solid, okay. This is a composter, okay, and in fact we have students carry out organic farming, and there will be some sort of litter, okay, some unwanted or remainder, okay, plants body or plant tissues, okay, and our students will make the compost, okay, and try to make convert it back to fertilizer so that they can use it, okay. So this is how we make the compost. And this is a very, very small organic farm here, okay, but our students enjoy very much, okay. They really practice the organic farming here. They grow their own crops, okay, and many of the students told us that this is the first time they really grow or plant their own food, okay, and it is so from their face you can see how satisfactory they are, okay. So up to this moment, that is the general design of our eco garden. And I try to sort of provide an analysis based on the 3 pillars that we have talked about in the Sustainable Campus initiative. So in terms of environmental sustainability, in fact, our eco garden did, okay, at least, okay, maintain quite a high diversity of butterfly, okay. And in fact, I have trained up a team of biodiversity surveyor, okay, which is the undergraduate. And then we have some training, teaching them how to identify butterfly. And then they help us to collect the data, okay, record which species occurs in eco garden and in EdUHK, and also the number, okay. And up to this moment, we have over 100 species, okay, record. And it's already almost 45% of the total species recorded in Hong Kong, okay. So perhaps it could be attribute to the establishment of eco garden, but also in fact it is also related to our natural environments, okay, surrounding EdUHK, because we are in the vicinity of the Fengyun, okay, and this whole area in fact can support a very high diversity of butterfly. I'm not sure whether you know it. In fact, butterfly was also regarded as a very good bioindicator species. So because they have for some species, they are very picky on which kind of plant they will inhibit during, for example, juvenile stage. Okay, so the more species that you farm for the butterfly, that means the more diverse the vegetation that you have in this area. So in fact, we have based on the data that are collected by our student, we can really farm sort of increase, okay, I mean, in the butterfly species that we farm, okay, and so that it somehow provides some support that the eco garden that we have, it also have some sort of value in the conservation of biodiversity. And other than the environmental sustainability, we also look at the social one, okay? And we think that this kind of education or conservation effort, okay, should not be restricted to our university or among our students, okay? So in fact, we have actively joined, try to sort of engage, okay, more stakeholders and try to offer more this kind of opportunities to visit to the general public. So in fact, we have joined the Hong Kong Biodiversity Festival for many years, quite a number of years, and also the Dingo Plus. Okay, both are organized by AFCD, the Agriculture, Fisheries and Conservation Department, and it serves as a part of collective effort in implementing the biodiversity strategies and action plan, BSAP. Okay, it is action plan that have been recently, or not really recently, maybe in the past 5 years. Okay, we have already tried to implement it. That is led and organized by AFCD and based on originated from biodiversity conservation international treaties. Okay, so in fact, our eco garden, we hope that we can also contribute to the communities. And throughout this process, in fact, we have organized various field study workshops. We have organized various guided tours, okay? And not just to the general public, but also to many different kinds of schools, okay? And other than this, this kind of offers to the local schools, I would like to also introduce the educational value of the eco garden through introducing a program that we run, which is so-called Eco Garden Farmers and Biodiversity Surveyor. Okay, this is an undergraduate program we offer to the students in their extracurricular capacity. Okay, that means they just join voluntarily, and then we provide training, we provide lecture, field trip, or hands-on sections to equip them with the necessary knowledge and skills, okay? And we also have another stage, it's called practical stage. And we let them to assist in managing the eco garden, okay? Farming or maintaining some infrastructure. And they also have to serve as the tour guides for us. And many of the case, when we receive some guests, and we will ask them to help, okay? This is our core idea, okay? I think this is somehow a good opportunity for our students to gain some authentic experience, okay? So we treasure all this kind of chance and let our students to be the tour guide, okay? And many of them also have a trial to design and implement some teaching modules as well, and which is largely beneficial to their future career development. Yeah, so this program is quite successful. So that's why we have published a paper to report the findings. So in fact, the increase in the knowledge and skills level, rise in the environmental awareness was commonly mentioned, okay, by the participants as well as the alumni. I mean, those have already graduated, okay? But more unexpectedly, okay, those alumni will talk about something when we collect we ask about their feeling or what they have learned, okay, from the eco garden. Many of the alumni mention about something related to their personal growth and also related to their career development. And indeed, when we look at the number of the message or the statement that they have mentioned, for those senior ones, especially those who have already graduated, they will talk about many benefits, okay, coming from this eco garden program, and that has not been taught directly in our program. For example, the personal growth, for example, the sense of belonging or sense of place to our university, or even the benefit that they gain in the job hunting and career development. Okay, so this is relatively a very good program, and we think that it could contribute to the social sustainability, okay, of the campus. So the last area is the economic sustainability, okay, for sure, because EDU is a government funded university, so we will not make we will not make profit, okay, but to make the whole things can sort of to keep the momentum, I mean, okay, we need to get some, for example, financial support, okay, from the AFCD for the organization of the Biodiversity Festival, okay, and also we organize some sort of eco garden related courses, and more importantly, okay, our students, they grow their own food, they grow their own crops, and they enjoy very much. We once, okay, organize a market, okay, on campus and let them to sow, okay, their food, okay, and that is a really very good experience. And the money we earn have eventually make donations to the, some underprivileged peoples and organizations, okay, NGOs working on for them, okay. And other than this kind of direct so-called income, okay, in fact, we also have some sort of indirect benefit, okay. For example, we this eco garden project have make us earn Bounce Award, okay, in the CLP Green Plus Award, okay. And also we also have various media coverage, okay, talking about our guided tour, okay, and the very beautiful campus and the natural resources that we have, okay. And we also have some sort of interview in the TV. So let me, okay, stop here and then wrap up what I have, or we, okay, Professor Cheang and I have shared with you. The first point is that I hope you still remember, okay, we have various capitals, okay, if we talk about sustainability. And the global reporting initiative is one of the international standards talking about in general what kind of document, what kind of areas that we have looked at. But in the implementation, in the practical sense, usually we will talk about the sustainable campus initiative, which will focus on the three major pillars: environmental, social, and economic aspects, okay, in how we can achieve a sustainable campus. And I have shared some tips, 12 steps, okay, on practically how we can make our campus become more sustainable. And I have also introduced the eco garden in EdUHK as an example of how we can use the land wisely and more pro-environmentally, okay. And I have also shown some analysis showing you that the eco garden in EdUHK indeed, okay, help in the three aspects, okay, to enable our university to become more sustainable. Okay, so that is what I would like to share with you. And at last, I hope you have success in your competition. Okay, good luck.